beautiful people. My name is Melanie. I'm the somatic psychologist. And on this channel here, I'm doing somatic embodiment exercises. So exercises which help you to regulate your nervous system when you're feeling stressed or anxious, but also exercises which increase your capacity to hold emotions better, not immediately feeling overwhelmed by negative emotions, and then even better being able to release them. But also I want us to train the body memory to feel positive emotions better and for longer. So today I'd love to do an exercise on the feeling of judging yourself, feeling shame towards yourself. So either because of something that happened in the past, or things that you've done, or simply judging or feeling shame towards the way you are, something that you feel you are. So for this exercise, it's really important that you look for a space where you can have your feet firmly on the ground, giving you additional security and feeling more connected and stable. So how I want us to start, as usual, is take a few moments and look for that comfortable place. And have a quick check-in with yourself. Just tuning your attention inwards. What are you noticing? Are there some parts in your body that feel very present? And do they feel present because they feel good and alive? Or do they feel present because they're a bit stiff or a bit painful? Just observing. Maybe there are also thoughts coming in of things that happened today, things that are going on, things you have to do. Gently let them be and pass by. Like clouds. Acknowledge them and let them pass by. And tuning to your breathing for a moment. Following the rhythm of inhaling and exhaling. And with every exhale, let something go that you're carrying. Things you have to do, worries, or stress. With every exhale, let them move towards the floor, releasing them. getting lighter. And feel this connection to the floor. Notice how the floor gives you stability, holds you, carries you. Feel that connection whilst releasing things that you're carrying. Notice the strength, the connection with it. You can also move your feet a bit, and even your hips, sensing the chair underneath you. And now from that place, I want you to look at that feeling where you're judging yourself, where you feel shame. And I know that it is not an easy feeling to look at. It's very uncomfortable. But also being a bit curious, stepping a bit closer to that feeling that either about things that happened in the past or things that you did or something that you feel you are, something innately being you but feeling wrong, feeling bad. Where can you sense that feeling? Where you feel wrong, where you feel that shame, that judgment towards yourself. What are you noticing? Maybe certain parts seem tight and constricted. Maybe you feel trouble breathing. Maybe there's also a sense of feeling nauseous, almost sick. Notice what's going on and try not to push it away. Try to stay with this uncomfortable feeling. And whilst going there, I want you to think of how you could express what you're feeling on your face or with your body, like feeling this constriction, feeling this nauseous feeling, feeling this hard judgment that you're feeling. And if you could even think what kind of sound would express this feeling of shame, of judgment, of feeling bad. Would it be an angry voice? Would it be an insult? Something you would hear, something you would say to yourself. Or simply feeling nauseous, feeling sick and overwhelmed. express it. Express it, if you can, through the sound or through your face. Feeling ashamed, feeling shame towards yourself, feeling judgmental, maybe even feeling hatred, feeling uncomfortable. And whilst being with that, I want you to give that feeling the permission to expand more in your body. Really giving it space to take up more room. How bad it feels. Notice how bad it feels and how uncomfortable it feels for you to feel that feeling. And if you feel that feeling of being nauseous, feeling sick, you could almost like do a bleh, releasing some of this disgust, bleh, letting it go. And again, I want you to try and stay with that sensations and that feeling and not trying to push it away. Just sitting with it, noticing how bad and how uncomfortable it feels for you to being with that feeling, sensing these things, having these thoughts towards you. And if this feeling could have words for you in that moment, what would it say? What would this feeling say to you? Maybe something like, I feel bad. Or maybe even something like, I am bad. And the reason why we're really staying with that sensation and feeling it properly in the body is to give that body more capacity, more strength to deal with that and not feeling frozen, feeling overwhelmed when these sensations, when these thoughts come up. Yeah, think about what this feeling would say to you. You know, I feel bad. I am bad. And noticing how it feels to express these words, to say these words out loud. I also want you to remember your connection to the floor, moving your feet, moving your toes, sensing the ground underneath you. You can also move your hips a bit, noticing your chair underneath you, where you're sitting. And on the one hand, whilst noticing this uncomfortable feeling of shame and self-judgment, disgust, feeling uncomfortable, feeling overwhelmed. Also the sense, okay, and there's also stability. There's also something holding me, connecting me. And now, having stayed with that feeling for quite some time, I want you to think of the opposite of that feeling, where you're judging yourself, where you feel shame or hate even. What would the opposite be? Maybe a feeling of feeling good towards yourself, feeling love towards yourself, feeling proud of yourself. Think about what the opposite would be for you. The opposite of the feeling of judging yourself, feeling shame towards yourself, towards what you did, towards your past, towards who you are. What would the opposite be? And simply by turning your attention towards this new feeling, what are you noticing in your body? Feeling good of yourself, feeling love towards yourself, feeling proud of yourself, feeling proud of the things you've achieved, you've done so far in your life, and where you are in this moment. What are you noticing in your body? And be curious if you could describe what's going on in your body now, thinking of that new feeling. How would you describe it? What kind of quality has this feeling? Is it something moving, prickling, tingling? Is it warmth? Or a bit like water or air? Maybe it has a color. Or maybe an image is coming up of this feeling you're sensing. Feeling good towards yourself. Feeling love towards yourself. Appreciating yourself. Appreciating where you come from, what you've been through, and appreciating the person you are today. And if there's one place where you can sense this feeling very strongly, I want you to put your hands on there. I'm going to put my hands here, on my sides, of my hip bones, but wherever you notice something, put your hands on there and just be with this new sensation. And also, if you could give that sensation permission to expand a bit more in your body, where would it go? Where would it expand to? The sense of feeling good, appreciating yourself, appreciating the person you are today. And if this feeling had words for you in this moment, if you could say something to you, what would it say, this feeling? Maybe it would say something like, "You're great." Or something like, "You've come so far." Or something like, "You're amazing." Or even, "I love you." Whatever feels right for what you're feeling in this moment. Whatever words to express this feeling seem right. Say them. Say them out loud. And repeat them another time. You are great. You are amazing. You've come so far. I love you. And now we're slowly coming back to where we are. Stretching our bodies. Noticing what we can see, what we can hear. What we can smell and feel. And noticing how we are feeling different to when we started this exercise. And from this new place, with these new feelings, these new sensations, I'm gonna let you go into your day, into your night. It was super lovely having you here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.